Hey, my fitness friends, it has been a little while. Taken about a month off from recording anything new. The last video I actually recorded was the finish of Transrockies. And one of the things I noticed, which I haven't put out those videos yet, is as the days went on, those last 3 days, I really started to record less. I think I was just taking it in. I was tired. Mentally, I was tired. So there was less recording. I need to get those videos out, but I wanted to give you guys an update as to what is going on with me right now. I've been getting a lot of messages from you guys, always supportive, but just saying, when's the next video coming out? What are you training for? How's your training going? So thought I'd give you an update. I'm about to get back into the videos, but I took about a month off. Just physically, I came back from the race feeling really good. But mentally, I was pretty tired, just exhausted, just needed some time to myself, needed time to get caught up on work and family life and stuff around the house. But also, I needed to figure out what my next goal was going to be. At the beginning of the season, I said I was going to do the Santa Barbara Endurance Run, the 100 miler. That was in November, I believe, and it's been canceled, so that's off the table. Well, while I was in Colorado, I met a lot of amazing people. And 3 people in particular that I met were former Ironman athletes. They were Kona qualifiers, World Championship Ironman athletes. Unbelievable. Mark, Vicky, Mary, all of them, and talking with them over the 6 days, kind of lit that spark a little bit, that flame that had gone out on doing Ironman 8 years ago. More than 8 years ago was the last Ironman I did. When I had kids, I decided to put that away. There was a lot of training involved in that, and I didn't really want to focus on that anymore. Well, the kids are getting older. My training, I've kind of dialed in the times I can train and how it can all work. So when I got back from the race on Labor Day weekend, which was just a few weeks ago, I decided to do a couple runs. I did a 6-mile run on a Saturday morning, which I ended up doing 7:20-ish, 7:21s for 6 miles, which was really fast for me. The next day, I did a half marathon, 13.1 miles, and I ran that in 8:38, which is another really fast run for me. I haven't really done any sort of speed training whatsoever to bring my times down, but I just think the amount of volume I've been doing over the last year has slowly started to creep those down, which got me excited. I really wanted to start focusing on getting faster. So I have a buddy who is doing his first half Ironman at the Indian Wells La Quinta 70.3 Ironman on December 8th. Because he's doing that, we've been talking, I've decided, I have registered, and I am going to do my first half Ironman, my first triathlon in over 8 years. So that's what's going on. That's the training I've been doing. I recently picked up a bike. I acquired a bike, which is a speed concept from Trek, because my triathlon bike is being used by a buddy. It's also the bike I used for all the years of doing triathlon, and I wanted something newer, a little more modern. I'm actually going this week, Tuesday night, to have it fitted. I'm excited. I've been training on it. I'm not quite comfortable on it yet. Just it's not quite set up right. I've adjusted the seat, but we need to get the aero bars dialed in and all of those good things. But that leads us to this morning. And I am competing in my first non-run event in 8 years. I'm headed down this morning. My dad is here. He's here from out of town. We're gonna meet my buddy Johnny, who's also doing the Ironman that I was just talking about, down at a little lake called Mission Viejo Lake down in South Orange County. There's a company that puts on a bunch of triathlons, and they put some triathlons on in that lake. Well, today they are hosting an open water swim competition. There's a 1-miler and a 2-miler. So today I'm swimming 2 miles open water for the first time in over 8 years. So I gotta get ready.
Good.
am back from the race. I would say that was a success. My goal was 2 miles in under 2 hours. Crossed the line at 58 minutes and so many seconds. It was really a low-key race. There was no real timing other than a clock when you crossed. Took your time down, but there's not even going to be any results. It's just a low-key, almost practice swim. I'm happy with it after not swimming a competitive swim in over 8 years. This was a good first run. You know, I've really only been really practicing swimming since getting back from Transrockies for a few weeks. I was doing a couple swims here and there, 2,000 yards, but not until I got back have I kicked the yardage up to between 3,200 and 4,000. And I actually just discovered that the 25-yard pool I thought I've been swimming in all along has actually been a 25-meter pool. So I had been getting stressed about my 100-yard pace and the times I was getting. Well, it is Monday morning. I'm on the bike for a 90-minute ride, doing some 3-minute race cadence and power, basically holding power and race cadence for 3 minutes. And I'm tired today. I think that swim yesterday took it out of me. So now, this week is a lighter training week. The last few weeks have been pretty heavy, and I'm just hitting the bike for 90 minutes today. Probably get a 45-minute run in. May not be right now. Might be later this evening. And then later in the week, on Thursday night, I'm headed to Vegas for the weekend to meet up with some family and friends. I'm out of breath. I'm definitely feeling worn down today. It's funny, during the 3-minute intervals, was having a really tough time holding my typical cadence of 85 to 90. I'm trying to maintain that power, that 230, 250 range. Struggling today. But tomorrow, I'm actually going to get this bike fit. I'm not very comfortable on it at this point. The seat is really hurting me. So I'm looking forward to getting a new saddle on it and adjusting the aero bars right now. My arms are a little too far forward, so may require changing the stem. But I'm looking forward to getting fit tomorrow night on this bike. So I'm gonna finish this off, and maybe later today, I will get a run in. Well, that is it. I am done with the bike. I'm sweating. I recently started wearing these headbands. I don't know if they actually look that great on me, but they help a ton. I've never worn any sort of headband really. I've worn hats. Pretty hot a lot of times, but on the bike, I just put one on, I don't know, a week or so ago, and it helped so much with the sweat in my face. Hats just continue to kind of drip, while this really, really works well. And I can take a towel and kind of crush it on there, and it'll get some of the sweat out of there just to stop any of it from dripping. But the headbands, I'm liking these. Working well. I also, one of the things I needed was new tri shoes. My tri shoes were, I don't know, 12 years old. I'm gonna eat it because I'm wearing my cycling shoes on this epoxy floor, very slippery. But these are my old tri shoes. They're from Specialized, and they're just, you know, they're literally, they're falling apart. So, and they also had Look pedals on them, and these have Shimano, and I have Shimano clips on some of my other shoes, my mountain bike shoes, things like that. So I just picked up these. These things are super white. It won't be that way for long, but they are 7x7, and they look really, really nice. Single strap across the front. Really good ratings on Amazon, so I ended up with a 46, and they're nice. They've got the carbon fiber bottoms. I had some Durays clips, so for the Shimano, so I'm gonna get those put on. I didn't put them on because I figure I'm going to the fitter tomorrow night, and we'll just do it all there. Figure out what works, what doesn't work, and hopefully I can get this thing feeling way, way more comfortable. It is Tuesday morning. I am headed to the pool. I've got a 4,200 yard workout. It is mainly sets of 800, and after that I'm going to follow that up with a run, probably about 30 to 40 minutes, and that's it for today. Yesterday I only ended up getting the bike in. I didn't feel all that great yesterday. I kind of suffered through the intervals, wasn't really feeling all that strong. Thought maybe I might be coming down with something, but I got rest yesterday, fueled properly. Now, time to get these laps done. At some point, this pool heat is going to turn off. We're in mid-September. Typically, sometime around now, between now and the end of September, that heat's going to get turned off. This pool's going to start to get cold. So I have actually gotten a gym membership. Haven't had a gym membership in quite a while. So I signed up through my insurance program for a thing called Active and Fit. So if you guys are in the US and you have Anthem Blue Cross, check into Active and Fit. Basically, I'm getting a membership to a ton of gyms, LA Fitness, Crunch, a bunch of others like Snap, and some community centers. But because of that, I'm paying $25 a month, and I'm getting access to all of those gyms. It does not include 24-hour fitness, but I like LA Fitness, and I like their pools. So once this pool starts getting cold, I will be moving indoors. They open at 4:30 in the morning, so I will be getting my swims there. For now, it feels pretty good. 4,200 yards. Kicking this off with an 800 warm-up. One of the things I've recently started is banded swimming. Tough. It requires a lot of core. I'm doing a little bit of dolphin kick to try and keep my feet up, but over 1,200 yards today of banded swimming mixed into the 4,200. Exhausting. It is getting easier, but it's very, very tiring. Over 4,200 yards, a recovery swim. This is actually a recovery week, it feels like. A little less training this week. I've been definitely feeling fatigued. I think my sleep is not as good as it should be. Getting 6 to 7 hours, but I'm definitely feeling it during the middle of the day and around 5, 6 o'clock that I could be going to bed. Fortunately, can't do that. We got homework, we got soccer. I know that it's just a matter of time till I adapt to the increased swimming and cycling, but I do feel like I'm fighting something. I've really started to take my vitamins this week, getting back on the zinc, echinacea, coenzymes, the magnesium, and vitamin D, all of those good things. So I am starting to really try and be strict on that, but we gotta get to work. This swim took a really long time. It is Tuesday night. I just hit the gym after work, got in 30 minutes of some upper body weightlifting, and then a 3-mile run on the treadmill. And now I am down in Irvine, and I'm meeting with a bike coach. His name is Dave, and he goes by Cyber Cycle Coach. So I read a lot of good things about him online, and this bike that I have back here really needs to be fit to me. I'm not really that comfortable on it. I've been just kind of suffering through it. The seat, really painful. So I'm looking forward. He's got saddles, got all the components. Says it's gonna take about 90 minutes or so, and we're gonna go through the bike. Hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better by the end of the night. It is Wednesday morning. I am about to hit a bike workout, about 70 minutes, doing some single leg drills and some cadence work. So 70 minutes on the bike. Hopefully I'll get in 4 miles on the run. If not, I'll have to do that later today. But we got no time to waste. Now that I'm doing the triathlon training, I feel like I'm doing close to 2 hours every morning, which means I need to get started by 4:30. We're a little late this morning. Had a cup of coffee. You know, you get on the phone, start messing around, boom, time flies by. Now, let's get to work.
On a run from a given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good.
Well, that was 70 minutes on the bike, focused on getting my cadence up, did some drills up to 120 revolutions per minute, and then did a bunch of single leg drills, so unclipping with one leg and pedaling at different cadences on each side. Those are something I haven't really done very much of, so getting used to the balance and keeping that constant pressure on the pedal. Otherwise you start to hear it kind of clank when you release the pressure, because there's not a constant pressure going around. You hear it start to kind of clank around, so focused on that constant pressure of a single leg. Now I've got 4 miles to run. Let's get it done.
That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good. You got me.
It is Thursday and I am headed to the pool, 3,200 yards, gonna get some sprints in today, and this afternoon, we're headed to Las Vegas.
Tick-tock, you're on the clock. Give it all you got. Tick-tock, before it's gone for good. Tick-tock, this time around, don't lose your sound. Knock, knock, lost patience at your door. 'Cause you've been taking every piece of me for granted, and
Well, that was 3,200 meters. I did not stop my watch. So that last 100 is gonna be a long 100. It was a good workout. It was about a 1,000-yard warm-up, doing some band work, and then, which means banding my feet and swimming. After doing some freestyle, then some 100-yard sprints, and finished with the pull buoy and the fins on the hands, or the, I don't remember. I'm too tired. Didn't sleep very well last night. This between the legs and this around the feet. Whew, man, that is tough. Hard work. Forces the core to work harder. But I'm gonna end this video right here. It is Thursday. Headed to Vegas tonight. Going out, meeting some family. We're just gonna have a good time. They've never been to Vegas, at least her brother hasn't, so it's gonna be hanging out, dinners, a little bit of gambling, pool. I'm gonna get some runs in, but I don't know that it's gonna be outside. We'll see what the temperature's like there and see when I can do it. Most likely it'll be in the morning. I'll be in the gym, so I don't know how much video I'll actually get while I'm there in the gym running, but I'm glad to be back. little mental time to think about what am I doing, what is my focus going to be, and just to relax a little. You know, filming all the time does somewhat disrupt training, and as I transitioned into figuring out what my training plan was going to be for this 70.3 and getting used to the workouts, I haven't been recording that much, so now I think I'm back in a groove. Thank you, as always, for all your comments, all your support. You guys have been reaching out. You guys have been asking, when's the next video coming? I actually have a few more stages of the Transrockies to get out, but I'm excited to have this half Ironman coming up. It's been, it'll be 9 years when I finally get to the race. So 70.3 Indian Wells, La Quinta. It's on December 8th. And then after that, in November, I haven't talked about it much yet. I've left some comments on Instagram when people have asked, why am I doing so much swimming? But I'm considering trying to get accepted to swim a race called SCAR in Arizona. It is a swim challenge. It's 4 days, and you swim a total of 40 miles in 4 different lakes just outside of Phoenix. You basically swim a 9-mile day, then a 9-mile day, then a 17-mile day, and then a 6-mile day. So that might be the challenge of a lifetime for me. That might be the biggest challenge I've ever taken on beyond running ultras or Ironman. It's really hard to wrap my mind around swimming for that long, unassisted. Can't touch anything. You can get feed bottles from a kayak that will be supporting you, but you know, that'll be 4.5 to 5 hours the first couple days, could be 8 to 10 hours that third day, and then that last 6-mile day is actually in the dark in the evening. So they accept 35 swimmers a year. So I'm hoping I get in. I think I'm hoping, because that's going to be a lot of swimming, which will be interesting filming that, because swimming's kind of boring to film. You know, there's only so many flip turns and laps you want to see. So that would be probably a good 15 to 16 hours of swimming a week. It's daunting. It's hard to even think about that. But first, we're concentrating on this half Ironman, and I'm going to be doing a lot of over swimming really for this race. I really want to get my time back down. I've lost some time on the swim, so I'd like to hit a 30-minute 1.2 mile. That's my goal. My bike, I'd love to do a 22-23, and then if I can bring the run in under 9, somewhere in the 8:30s, I'm setting the goal. It is a big goal. I think it's achievable, but it's a big stretch. It's going to take a lot of work between now and December 8th, 12 weeks. I'm going to try and shoot for a sub 5-hour half Ironman. So my fastest was a 5:45, and that race I actually ran 10:45. So I had a terrible run, had a 39-minute swim, and I was still able to do a 5:45. So I am really hoping that I can pull off a sub 5. Hope you guys are well. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking that subscribe button and hitting that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. We're climbing. We're almost 7,000. I think we're like 300 shy of 7,000. So calories are increasing. I will have to do a weight status. My weight has actually gone up. It's crazy. I'm getting leaner, but I think I'm putting on some muscle mass because I weighed the last week. I weighed this morning, weighed a week ago. I'm 201. So my weight has gone up, but I've actually lost fat. I think I'm gaining some size in the shoulders, the chest, and maybe the legs from switching it up and moving over to swimming. I'm also trying to lift 3 days a week, so I'm taking in about 3,500 calories a day, which is a lot for me. I haven't been taking that many in for a while. So, all right, I gotta run. That's it. See you guys soon.